Bruce, the Express, Nigel Farage says reform could take the Conservative vote. Just the one that it'll get. But
just the whole one. Yeah. It's quite a bold claim, yes. He was saying Reform UK could take almost the whole Conservative vote, whether that's one or thousands. At the next general election, according to Mr Farage, he told this very channel he could not rule out an unprecedented swing from the Tories to Reform. What do we think?
I don't think it's likely this time around. I don't think he's got much time.
Yeah.
But in the future, yeah, definitely. I mean, Farage has got previous on this. He's a very influential gentleman.
Yeah, one of the most impactful politicians, even without winning an election to do it, other than the European stuff.
Well, he's certainly visible.
Exactly. Yeah. He certainly is.
I think there was a thing, the story that's really interesting. He's getting across the message. It's not like the Conservatives will win anyway, so feel free to vote for Reform.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think there is that worry, and it's a very good point, that Reform will be pulling votes away from the Conservatives. But he's saying, like, well, go on, go for it. They're going to lose anyway.
But then, what happened to him in UKIP? That just seems to have died down. It's like,
do you know what happened?
I don't know if you're familiar with Brexit, but the result was what Nigel wanted.
Yeah, no, I know some stuff, thank you.
And then
OK, fine.
Other stuff, blah, 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 and then we're here today.
Right, OK.
But you're right, that's exactly what I think that's what he's saying. And also, he's making this ridiculous... Sorry, Nigel, I think it's ridiculous. The way politics is changing so quickly, I wouldn't rule it out. I would rule it out that this is going to be the one. But in the future... who knows? So
do you think this is a bit like people in electric cars? They're like, I've got one more combustible engine in me before the infrastructure is up to speed, and then I'm going to vote Reform? You just said that we didn't have enough green stuff, so I thought I'd pull that out.
Yeah, maybe. I remember he's been saying for ages, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
I'm loving this impression.
Well,
it's really
I've heard him a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I think he's saying what you're saying, yes, go for it because you're not going to do any damage, but also in the future, I'll be back.
See, it's not just about not doing any damage, it's about actually doing damage, but to your team.
Well, yes, yeah,
he's
exactly.
Saying, what we need is to try and get rid of the Tories. I had a go. You did it. I'm trying to copy yours.
Goes up in the middle and down at the end.
What I didn't understand in this whole thing that I read was Lorraine Kelly jokes about Ben Shepherd's naughty bits.
That is poor editing.
Right, OK, sorry, that really threw me, and I had to reread that a couple of times, and I thought, I like Lorraine, I'm sure she's not focused on that kind of thing.
Actually, where they got the title Reform from, because it changes.
Well...
But anyway...